Hello everyone, my name is Sutton the Wolf and welcome back once again to Memories Dogma Code 1. Continuing where we left off, we're in Reina's old research university, or research institute I guess it would be called, at her old university. And we're finding out a lot about Reina's past, and she said that she was like researching with this professor, and then he died, and so she went to work for JCO, and then apparently there's some turning point where the research started going bad, and that's what we're about to find out, so we'll get right into it. Then that day finally came. That day. Oh, music shift, jeez. The day you came to Connect Center. Shivers run down my spine. I was looking through the other researchers' computers after they'd left that day too. It was then that I found that same report you saw, the one with my name on it. Oh. They were planning on having me head those experiments. Oh. It was then that I knew I needed to get out of there. Running away might be simple enough, but how did you get that chip out of there too? Yeah, just waltzing out the front door with it wouldn't be possible, but I found a different way to get it out. I am actually curious to see what happened there. The lab where they were keeping the chip has one other way out aside from the main entrance. It's a small ventilation shaft. A grown man wouldn't be able to fit, but someone like me might be able to squeeze their way through. I got myself a blueprint of the building so I could carry out my plan. I mapped out where I'd come out, and made sure that I could fit in the ventilation shaft. Then I made a device to hide the microchip before making my escape. Wow, she's pretty smart about that. Dana points to that pen thing in her pocket. Then I carried out my escape. I made it through the ventilation shaft without any problems. Things were going pretty smoothly. Then when I got to the main building, the alarm started ringing. So we just fucked everything up, oh god. Wait, was that us? Yep. At the time I thought it was because I'd taken the microchip out. But then I saw some other people being chased by security and I thought, maybe these people have some classified information on JCO too, and that's why they're being chased. So I decided to help out. That was when I called you, Hiraki. I gently touched the back of my neck. And that's how come that microchip is inside me right now. Forced PAZ62 activator microchip. That's its formal name. PAZ62. I saw that name in the reports too. PSI Activation Zone. It's believed that all living creatures have a set of genes in their DNA that allows them to exhibit special powers. The JCO calls that portion of DNA the PSI Activation Zone. Oh, I guess it's just not PAZ, it's PAZ. PAZ for short. Called PAZ62 because it acts upon the 60-second area of DNA that can be called PAZ that we've found so far. My research was strictly only used in PAZ gene expression to increase cell division and accelerate healing. JCO also assured me that that was all they would use it for. To think they were actually using my research behind my back to experiment on live human beings like they're lab rats. Yeah, that'd be terrible. Like, you think that you're doing some amazing research for some, like, groundbreaking institution, only to find out that they're doing stuff behind your back with your name on it, like, hurting people. Like, that sucks. His voice is shaking, but Akane is still staring at her harshly. Still trying to say you had nothing to do with it? Since it was research I discovered, I obviously can't say I have nothing to do with it at all. I'm sorry, I really am. But I didn't know. I didn't realize that was what they were doing with my research. You think it's okay just because you didn't know? Akane menacingly advances on Reina. Do you even know how many people died because of your goddamn research? Like, I understand where Akane's coming from. Like, this is a hard situation for both people. Like, on the Reina's side, she didn't have any ill intent, and she was just doing research that she legitimately thought would help the world. And it's not her fault that it was used behind her back. It's just, it's unfortunate for her. Whereas in Akane's standpoint, it's like, well, yeah, she didn't know anything about it, but that doesn't mean that she's not partially at fault. Because, like, sure, she didn't know that it was being used behind her back, but she did still help with it. And so you can make the argument that without her help, it may not have come to fruition. And so, like, it's really hard to accept that. Like, as someone on the outside looking in, it's easy to say, like, okay, well, Reina did nothing wrong. Like, why are you, like, all uppity about it, Akane? But, like, if you put yourself in Akane's shoes, it's like, she obviously has some, like, background commitment to this, and she's, like, been very deeply affected by it. And so, to someone with that mindset, it's very offensive to assume that, like, you can just say, I didn't know anything about it, and that makes it okay. Like, that's not exactly what Reina's saying, but, like, that's what it's sounding like to Akane, and so she's taking offense to it, and I can understand why. It's just kind of an unfortunate situation. Hey, Akane. Shut up, Kusahara, you stay out of this. You noticed earlier, Reina, you could have stopped them. Akane bears down on Reina. Reina stares back at Akane, her gaze unflinching. You're right. I should have noticed earlier. It's too late for your apologies now. Akane's words are filled with grief. They were all killed by those bastards. My dad, too. That's where it is. That's the connection there. I had a feeling something like that was coming. I was expecting it was going to be like a brother or something, but yeah, it was her dad. We all blink in surprise at Akane's confession. Akane looks at Emma, but then she turns away again. Anyway, I'll never forgive those bastards. I'm not going to forgive you either, Reina. I'm sorry, Akane. Akane stares at the ground as if trying to block out Reina's words. An oppressive atmosphere fills the space between us. You know, I've been thinking. Haruna mumbles softly. You two both have your own reasons and your own circumstances, so I can't really say who's right and who's not. But I'm sure there's some kind of meaning behind you meeting here. Meaning, huh? I mean, at the end of the day, everyone here wants to stop this from going any further, right? Look at Haruna being like the peacekeeper here. Holy shit. Good on ya. Everyone who wants to put a stop to this gathered together in one place. Maybe it was just a coincidence, but I think there's a deeper meaning behind it. Well said, Haruna-chan. Impressed. It's strange how these two manage to turn any kind of situation cheerful just by opening their mouths. Sorry, but I still don't see you as a comrade. However, Akane is still glaring at Reina. You're our enemy. Even though we have the same goal? Even then. Reina and Akane stare at each other bitterly. I can understand where they're both coming from, so I don't know what to say. Exactly, that's what I'm saying here. Like, they both have legitimate arguments. Ah! Then Emma walks up and stands between Akane and Reina. Reina, this is where we part ways. Emma, you might not be a bad person, but that doesn't change the fact that you made Akane suffer. I cannot work with you. Oh, God, I was afraid this was going to happen. Emma's voice is a monotone as usual, but her feelings are clear. Reina remains silent. Hey, Kusahara-kun. Haruna starts whispering in my ear. This is bad. Do something. Why me? Like, I get that I'm, like, important here, but, what do you want me to do? This isn't the time for us to be fighting about this crap. Find a way to make everyone cooperate again. How am I supposed to do that? What the hell? Haruna does have a point. I'm not sure if what I have to say will convince them, but... I take a deep breath and open my mouth. Akane and Emma, I understand how you feel, but I want you to try believing in Reina. Hiroki. Reina saved my life. On top of that, she helped me find clues about Sorono's memories. I find it hard to believe she did all of that as part of some kind of scheme. Akane doesn't look happy to hear that. So you're her ally too, Kusahara. This isn't about choosing sides. If we don't all work together here, we stand no chance of stopping those guys. She's pouting. Akane is sulking, but Haruna is standing next to her, nodding vigorously. Hiroki, thank you. Reina looks relieved as she says that. The moment I open my mouth to call it to Reina, it happens. Oh god, what's gonna happen? I don't want something to happen! Oh god, why? Oh god, alright, well, we're gonna have to see that on the next episode. Ugh, god damn it. This game pulls at me. This game isn't all cheerful and carefree and happy, so I know something bad's gonna happen. God damn it. Alright. Regardless, that's gonna do it for me today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. I will always read them and I'll always take them into account. And as always, I will see you guys next time for another episode of Memories Dogma Code 1.